Hey guys, today we are going to be making a peanut butter ice cream with ButterFinger pieces. It's a peanut butter based ice cream with little chunks of ButterFinger in it. We're going to start off with some whole milk as well as some heavy cream, egg yolks, a pinch of salt, some ButterFinger, these are the little snack size ButterFingers, and as well as some creamy peanut butter and some granulated sugar. All the amounts will be listed below in the description box. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a saucepan on medium-low heat. You want to keep it at a low heat because you don't want this to split, but we're going to add in our milk, our whole milk, as well as our heavy cream. So go ahead and add that to my saucepan. Now you want to make sure that you're using a saucepan that's not too thin because you really don't want this to heat up too quickly because it can split and then it's just going to be a mess on your hands. So keep it on a low heat in a good size saucepan. I'm going to add in my creamy peanut butter. And we're just going to kind of wait for this to melt down a little bit. So stir that in and we're just going to kind of wait for it to melt down. It might take about 2 to 3 minutes on medium-low heat. And then we're going to go ahead to our next step, which we have our 2 egg yolks and a pinch of salt. I'm going to add in some granulated sugar to that. I'm going to get my whisk. You're also going to need a splash of vanilla extract for this. So I'm going to start whisking my eggs and my sugar together. It's going to start to clump up at first. I'm just going to add in a splash of vanilla extract to help it go. So I'm just going to add my vanilla to that, and then I'm just going to mix this until it becomes really nice and creamy. I'm using a hand whisk, giving myself a little workout there, but you can use those little handheld mixer things. So just go ahead and mix that until it's really nice and luxurious and creamy, just like so. And then we're going to go over and put our little bit of ButterFingers into a little Ziploc bag and put this in the fridge so it stays really nice and cold till we're ready for them. You can also buy those little baking bits with the ButterFinger if you'd like. So after about 3 minutes, you can see the peanut butter's really melting down into the milk and the heavy cream. What we're going to do is we're going to take that egg mixture. I'm going to take a ladleful or a cupful of that hot creamy peanut butter mixture and put it into my egg mixture. Whisk this as soon as it gets in there. Whisk it really quickly for about a minute to temper those egg yolks. So we're just going to mix that until it's nice and all combined. And we're going to pour that egg mixture into our remaining of milk and cream and peanut butter and just mix that really well. And then on medium-low heat, we're just going to let this go for about 6 to 8 minutes. It's going to thicken up really, really nice and become luxurious and thick and creamy and just oh so good. So take your finger, pass it on your spoon. When the custard stays separated like that, you know it's ready. But yeah, about 6 to 8 minutes will do, and it comes really nice and thick. We're going to pass this through a sieve, make sure that it is heat proof, just to really make sure that if you there's no egg pieces, but if you did temper your eggs properly, it wouldn't scramble them, but just to get rid of any excess peanut butter that did not melt properly, and we will make sure we have a nice creamy ice cream. Let this cool on your countertop for about 20 minutes, stirring every 5 minutes or so, and then place it in your freezer for about 2 hours or in your refrigerator for about 4 to 5 hours. Cover it up with some cling wrap, place it in the freezer or fridge, and then we're going to go ahead to our next step, which is crushing up our ButterFingers. I got my ButterFinger was in the fridge for a couple hours because I placed my custard in the freezer, and I'm going to crush it up just a little bit. I like some big chunks here, I like some small chunks there, so I'm not going to crush it too fine because I do want to have little pieces running through it. That looks good. And then you're going to make sure that your insert to your ice cream maker and as well as the paddle attachment is nice and frozen. Follow the instructions to your ice cream maker. And we're just going to cover this and let this go for maybe about 20 minutes or so. Turn it on, let it go for about 20 minutes. And then around 20 minutes or so, we're going to add in those crushed up ButterFinger pieces. Can you just see how amazing that ice cream looks? And as good as it looks, it tastes even better. It's so rich and creamy. It has a perfect balance of sweetness and peanut butter, and it's just fantastic. What we're going to do is we're just going to remove this all from the paddle. You're going to need to place this in a freezer safe container because at this point it's really nice. it is ice cream, but it's still a little bit soft, which is perfect for me. But, you know, you do want to place it in a container and let it freeze again for maybe, you know, however long until it becomes nice and frozen. I'm going to put myself up 2 scoops of this just to show you how amazing it is. You guys have to give this recipe a try because it is delicious. It is delicious, delicious, delicious. I grew up on I loved peanut butter ice cream growing up, and this is just fantastic. You can leave out the Butterfinger pieces if you want. You can even add some Reese's pieces of Reese's peanut butter cups. It's up to you, but I hope that you guys enjoy this recipe. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.